I first came to Ethiopia as a volunteer English teacher in the capital city, Addis Ababa. As a teacher, I discovered a side of Ethiopia that most people may never see. I taught students who held a kind of hunger for education that I'd never seen.
Cereal.
Okay. And although they lived in situations unimaginable to most of us, they held their dreams with hope and pride. But my students had a different battle. Ethiopians speak over 80 native languages, but students must learn English to complete secondary school and access good jobs. A good knowledge of English is the passport to a better life. But the country's education system makes learning English a difficult task. I've come back to Ethiopia to document how a new scholarship program sponsored by the U.S. State Department is helping to improve English skills among students and much more. It's called Stepping Up to the Future, and secondary school students get to study English, business, and computer technology and gain work experience.
The copy editor is the name of the person who looks and finds the mistakes. You're going to be a copy editor for that page.
Because we have to have enough libraries and enough voices that are clean and comfortable to study.
And part of what we wanted to achieve when we designed this program was that it's not just going to teach them English so they can carry on a conversation. It's going to teach them English and then some. It's going to teach them about, how to market yourself as an employee one day when you're finished with your studies.
At the study center in Addis, scholarship students from different secondary schools attend evening and weekend classes. Their main goal is to develop their English writing skills to pass their national exams. These classes are critical for students who cope with a tough education system. In Ethiopia, students learn in their native tongue and study English as a subject throughout primary school. When students enter secondary school, they face a dilemma. The curriculum is taught entirely in English, and all national exams must be written in English. At this stage, students without good English skills find it impossible to learn. Many of them would be left behind.
Okay, students, today we're going to have an exercise that just prepared for you.
In IT, internet sites, most internet sites are in English language. 90-95% of internet websites are in English language. So the more English language you have, the more ability you have to go into the internet and find what you need.
The difficulty is, they're from different backgrounds. That means most of the students never took the computer before coming here. We didn't expect to see the students with this capacity, but they build because they have got an interest, a motivation to do on that part.
Before having this chance, getting into the study center, I don't know about computer, but people talk about computer, and I heard the name only. I tried the computer here in the study center, and I know some main things on computer now. I have internet access, I have an address.
As part of the program, students are learning more about themselves by journaling their goals and experiences.
Reading fiction, watching film, working with my friend, and walking to entertainment place, and playing computer games.
I am interested in reading books, especially scientific books, journals, and hearing news regarding newly discovered materials.
The scholarship students that we chose for the American program come from very needy backgrounds. They come from very far in Addis Ababa, which is an hour and a half by taxi to arrive here. They have an exam at the end of 10th grade. We recruited them beginning of 10th grade. They are mature enough students to know what is beneficial to them and what's not beneficial to them.
I spent a lot of time with the students outside of classes, and what I found was that they are sternly devoted to their families and to their religions. They were also very eager to speak to me in English.
I come to be in Addis in 1992 because my aunt brought me here to let me go school, better school from the countryside.
Afewerki was born in Solota, a town about 17 kilometers from Addis. He and his brother are the only siblings who go to school in the city. Afewerki visits his family in the country whenever he can.
Most people in Solota is the subsistence farmer. They don't have a large farm land because the land is always covered with the tree, and all the people don't let their children to go to school. They need their children to help them at home.
In Solota, there are no kindergarten schools. Formal schooling begins at grade 1 and ends at grade 6. Afewerki took us to his first classroom.
This is the first class I attend when I start school. And that's the place I sit first. This is my first set. The place which has a history in my life. The place I start learning.
Can you remember how it was?
Yeah. First it was boring because I told you I can't write. I can't practice before school. There was no KG here. I'm just simply starting grade 1 from nothing. And so it was very difficult to write. When I first read on the blackboard, our teacher asked us, "Who read this one?" And I said, there was a spelling black, which said black. And I said black and hide myself under the chair because I afraid the teacher. When I usually come here, I ask if my sister which subject is difficult for her. Not only my sister, there is my small brother, her small brother. I'm asking her which subject is difficult for her, and I'm just trying to show her.
እንዴት ነው ያስቸግረዋለሁ ይከብደዋለሁ ብዬ በሚጠይቅበት ጊዜ ምንም አይከብደኝም እግዚአብሔር አለ ነው የምለው።
For me, Addis is a special place than this place because I have material I need in Addis because there is no library here. The people practice farm; they are farmers, and there is no model here to go to school.
Back in Addis, when Afewerki is not in school, he spends his time at the nearby St. Matthew's Anglican Church Library.
I want to be an astronomer, and I'm gathering information about the planets. I'm focusing on planets. I'm gathering about planets and mostly about celestial bodies, just to know about them, to have more information about planets.
Afewerki now lives with his great aunt and his brother. They live off of the money they get from a rented room at the back of their house.
Okay, this is my classroom. I'm sleeping here. This is my bed, and all my material is here. And this is my program, studying program. I'm always putting it here to remember me what the program I have on Monday and Tuesday. I have a dream. I have to prove my dream. I have to be what I want to be. And I have to escape from poverty. I'm living in hut with my family. I have to help my family. That's why I'm always waiting very hard.